What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Awakening World. I'm Love Coach Scott Catamas, and welcome to the Global Peace Tribe. It's a wonderful show that we've got tonight. It's all about ascension. We are celebrating the Unified 1111 event, which is a powerful event that takes place every weekend, and we've got some really wonderful guests with us. So I want to start off by just acknowledging my beautiful brother and co-pilot Omashar, of course, is here. He'll be providing not one, not two, but 3 musical numbers. And we also are really happy to have another wonderful special musical artist. Theo Grace is back. Welcome back, Theo. We haven't seen Theo for a while, and he's always one of our favorite musical artists. And we're going to meet some new people. We're going to meet Reverend Embody Grace, coming all the way from England, and her partner, Simon. So looking forward to hearing what they have to say. And we're also going to meet Katherine Bird. Welcome, Katrin. And we're going to meet Katrin Lambert. Now, what do all these people have in common? They're all part of 1111Unified. And the amazing wordsmith, Michaelah Ivie, is back with us. So get ready to scramble your brains a little bit as she gives us a whole new reality on use of the English language. And I'm really excited because you know this person. It's Debra, the co-founder of Global Peace Tribe. My partner, who I did 90 Saturday Night Lives with, is back with us. And then also with us are 2 co-hosts, Debra, and this is Anistara, and she is the creator and the founder of 1111Unified. Ladies, tell us all about what you're going to be doing next weekend and what we're going to be doing tonight.
Well, I want to say that I really am happy to be back. I appreciate you so much, Scott, for continuing this. These kind of shows that unite everyone around the world are so important. And that's why I'm supporting 1111Unified and Anistara. She's been doing this for many, many years. And during these incredible portal times, that's when it's really so important for people to come together and unite in their hearts and souls, their vision and their prayers. And that's what she's been doing. And that's what she's doing again this year at this important portal time. So I love you, Anistara. Thank you for your work.
Thank you, sister. It's such an honor and a privilege to be here tonight. Hello, world. Yeah, I'm really excited to share with you that we are launching the 1111 Ascension University next week. So starting on November 9th, 10th, and 11th, we have our free 3-day summit called Embody Your Ascension, 3 Steps to New Earth Leadership, where we will walk you through how to transmute your old self and your old ways of being, and how to awaken your inner avatar, God, source, creator energy, and how to ascend into your highest timeline. And as each individual ascends, we do so collectively. This is important work for our planetary ascension. So we invite you to come and be a part of this, where we'll have 13 different ascension teachers, coaches, and guides leading the way, a complete and utter journey of self-discovery and transformation. We are intending to bring different practical tools, step-by-step formulas, modalities, theories, methods. And so you'll walk away with a plethora of different tools that you can use in your daily life to really assist you on your awakening path. So it is my pleasure to be here and to share some of this with you, Scott. Thank you for allowing us to be here, and just to have some of our speakers and presenters that are going to be a part of the summit next week to give you a little taste of what they have to offer and what you'll get out of actually coming and being a part of it. So there's so much that we're going to be offering. You'll be getting play sheets that you can download and write on, journal, take notes. We have interactive games. You can win prizes throughout the entire summit. Each day, there's different games to play. So we're really hoping to have, or not hoping to, we are co-creating this sacred container for 1111. This is our 14th annual 1111 event, but our 4th as a virtual event. So we invite you to be with us as we launch the Ascension University.
Beautiful. All
Yeah,
right.
thank you.
Do you want to take people to your website and show
Oh,
people?
yeah, let's do that really quick. We'll throw it up here. Here it is. So we have the Embody Your Ascension website. The link is in the chat, but it's 1111unified.com/embody your ascension. And you can just click here for your portal pass. You come down here, you can see what's in store for you. Day 1 is transmute, day 2 is awaken, and day 3 is ascend. And then down here is where you'll find out about the portal passes. We have the free portal pass. And then if you want the replay and the extra Ascension video vault, you can give a donation here. And if you'd like to actually receive a one-on-one Ascension mentorship session with me as well, you can get an Ascended portal pass. And here's where you'll find the different presentations from each of our presenters. So take a peek, take a gander, look at it, and join us. We would love to have you.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to be learning all about this amazing event throughout the evening and meeting some of the key speakers. And of course, because we always start with lots of music, I'm really excited that Theo Grace is back with us. Theo is a remarkable guy. We'll put his bio in. And I'm looking for him. Theo, if you can turn your camera, there he is. He had his camera off, so I'm look at where are you? You're bouncing around. I'm gonna go to gallery view to find you for a moment.
There he is.
Awesome.
Hi, brother.
There he is. All right.
We made it.
We made it. Welcome, Theo. Good to have you back on the show.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's been a while.
So what does Ascension and this whole conference and this weekend mean to you? What comes up for you around this theme?
Well, I mean, I feel like we're all playing. I'm just going to turn the reverb off so it's not distracting. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we're all playing our part in this as best we can, this awakening. And I love people like you and Anistara and Debra who rally the people together. You call us together for these events so that we can remember together. And that is just not the medicine that I have, but I love to bring my music to things like this. And I think we're practicing for the new earth in these small ways by gathering at festivals and events like this. And I think eventually we'll throw the training wheels off and we'll do this for real. But for right now, it's nice to gather. It's nice to remember together and just take in the teachings.
Thank you. I really love that way of looking at it because it's true. We all are in preparation for something very special that I think is going to happen in our lifetime. So, and you got some music for us.
Yeah, I've got a song. I have been working on this song for, I wrote it 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, but I just put it out to the world a couple weeks ago. So it's been with me. I've been birthing it and rebirthing it, and artists and perfectionism. It's like it's a journey. So I finally released it to the world, and I am really excited to share it. And I'm gonna play an acoustic version today, but the version that you'll find online, if you find me on Spotify or my music on my website, it's fully produced, so it's more dancey. You could play it at an ecstatic dance, or just use it to lift your spirit. And that's what it's for. It's a song all about ascension and awakening, and you'll hear that in the lyrics. All right, should I just dive in?
Go for it. Absolutely.
All right, here it is. It's called The One Song. We are the seeds of the earth, in the midst of a rebirth. We are the young and the old, and the story's not yet told. We've come from afar, beyond the stars, and we've come to celebrate everything we are. And so we pray for the end of slavery. We pray for the end of suffering. We pray for the end of all the fighting. Finally, 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 I declare everyone, everywhere, be set free from the fear and the pain and the shame we release. No longer prisoners in our very own minds. No longer struggling and fighting to survive. We revive to find the keys within our reach, and now we thrive. Sharing everything we need, we are free from the poverty. There's no more need for scarcity. There's more than enough for you and me, just like the air we breathe. So take a deep breath with me. In, and breathe out those stale emotions. Just need some good old-fashioned compost, and yeah, break it back down into earth. 'Cause everybody here knows how to have a rebirth. You throw a seed in the mother fertile dirt, and watch the life give life, give life, give life, give life, giving life. 'Cause there is only one event here, and it's clear. Once you can hear the one song, some call it the universe. We're all singing the one song. We're all singing the you and I verse. Some call it God, all it is, was, or will ever be. Whatever it is, I know that it's within you and me. So we're gonna party straight into infinity, so you can shout hip hop, hooray, yeehaw, and we all at the same time. We shine in the divine mind, which makes all of your struggle and sorrow connected to mine. So bust open those judgments with patience. Pour some love and understanding into the painful places, 'cause we're healing it. Yeah, we're gonna decompose our we're gonna rearrange and reintegrate every single way we live by synergizing new art, making sparks in the dark with the fire in our heart bursting into who we are. Do you ever feel like you're about to collapse and explode? Well, that's the perfect curve of the divine ratio. So fold into the twinings and spiralings of a golden old yet fresh new moment, ready to love and behold. You're like a newborn baby in his grandpa's arms, in the light just arriving from a distant star. It's everywhere we are once we look, even in a simple complex melody and hook called the one song. Some call it the universe. We're all singing the one song. We're all singing the you and I verse. Well, here's the last verse. but it really just keeps on going. And the one thing that never ever stops flowing is awareness. Are you aware of it? It's never left, never will, always full and always still, and it's amazing. Eternally unchanging, holding every single thing we can possibly imagine in our experience. Sinking just under the surface as we open these moments up, and dance as much as you can. Trust in the design, it's perfect like you and I. Dance as much as you can. Trust in the divine, it's perfect like you and I. All we're saying is we can say yes. All we're saying is we can say yes to the one song. Say yes to the universe. We're all singing the one song. We're all singing the you and I verse.
What a perfect first song for this show. And Theo, it says, I really want to acknowledge you did all the music underscoring Premagaya's beautiful meditations.
Yeah.
And her meditation series are like the best. So I'm just appreciating that I listen to your music frequently because I listen to her meditations.
Oh, beautiful. Thank
All
you.
one big, beautiful tribe.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, we can get more of Theo, or as he's known musically as Entheo, at his website, which is entheomusic.com. Who is that good-looking guy?
I don't know.
And there it is, the new album out, the one song, which I think we just heard, I guess, the title track to, yeah?
Yes. Yep. And there's six songs on there, and they're all like very poppy, very uplifting, spiritual, kind of dancey pop music. Because I didn't hear enough of that out there in the world, and so I was like, well, I guess I gotta make it.
We need to move and groove and dance. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And Theo's going to be back for one more song in about an hour. So thanks a lot, partner. Thanks for getting us off to a great start.
Thanks, Scott. I'll see you soon.
And it is my pleasure to turn it back over to Anistara and to Debra.
Oh, beautiful. Theo, you're amazing. Thank you so much for just blessing us with your voice and the one song. I just felt it vibrating through my entire body that whole time. Yeah, it is a deep pleasure, honor, and privilege to introduce to you one of my most astonishing mentors in my life. I've been around Debra Giusti for a long time when she produced Harmony Festival in Santa Rosa, and I'd come and bring my hoops and create a flow zone. And we've been weaving in and out of each other's lives for a really long time. And now we've come together in complete collaboration, cooperation, co-creation, because that is the frequency of the new earth, is all of us working together in harmony. And so it is my pleasure to introduce to you Debra Giusti.
Thank you, Anistara. And hello, everyone. It's so great to be back here, the Awakening World Show, and in support of 1111Unified. And it feels very timely and synchronistic for me because when Scott and I began Saturday Night Alive for the Global Peace Tribe, the world was in crisis around COVID, the pandemic, and the show became a healing and evolutionary experience for thousands all over the world. At times we had 50,000 people viewing the show. And I feel like we're in the same place right now. The world has escalated to a level of crisis. We see duality playing itself out to the horrific level of the war in Israel. You hear talk of World War III coming. The economy in the world is teetering on collapse, environmental suffering. But we know this is a purification stage. And this is what we share so much on Saturday Night Alive and happens here. This is really the time for transmutation, where all that's dysfunctional is coming up to the surface to be right in front of us. So we have a chance to reveal it and heal it. And that is still what's going on now. And I really believe with as much bad that's going on in the world, there is as much evolution and good that balances it out. And just as Saturday Night Alive collected 50,000 people at this point, I believe there's millions of us all over the world that are waking up. And they are waking up all the time like popcorn, pop, pop, pop. So the shows and 1111 Unified are so important to bring people together and have us remember this positive timeline that we choose to be on, this evolutionary timeline, this ascension timeline that we choose to be on. So what do we do with all this chaos and challenge in the world? What we do is we go to ourselves and work on ourselves and transmute ourselves. That's really what this is about and what this show is about, because as we do, we become points of light all over the world that glow and take over and transmute the world like a critical mass, like a critical tipping point. There's more light in the world, and then things can shift. And I really believe if you're here on this planet right now, you lucked out, because there's so many people who wanted to be here for incarnation now. And we came here to build the new earth and grow and ascend as Gaia is ascending, because everything's happening simultaneously with the ascension, with Gaia, with our humanity, and with ourselves. And I'm so passionate about this. A lot of you know I created a book called The Ascension Tips, because I wanted people to understand what this evolutionary process is about. Because there's so many ascension teachers, there's so much information out there. We have a lot of opportunity to go through and evolve right now with all that's going on. And purification and transmutation is a big part of it. So I'd love to share about the ascension tips. So I'm going to share screen, Scott, okay?
Totally fine. Go for it.
All right. So ascension tips. I'm going to give a brief overview of the ascension process. On 1111 Unified, I'm going to focus on transmutation, which is the most important part right now and what the world is going through, like I shared. And I'll go much more into depth, so you'll be able to hear that now. But this gives us a really good overview. So ascension tips, a simple blueprint to support your ascension journey. And this is actually a booklet that you can download on ascensionnow.org. Or you can scan it right there. So it's free. It's really simple, 24 pages. So you can easily go through it, because things have to be simple these days. And what we're talking about is 4 different stages. Stage 1 being your awakening, where you wake up and you get the guidance to start to emerge on your ascension journey. Complete transmutation, supportive wisdom for one of the most amazing alchemical transformations in your life. Stage 4 is soul embodiment, where you really embody the soul, the unity consciousness in your being. And then stage 4, you become the divine human. And that's where we graduate to the next level through the planetary ascension to the 5D Earth. So the first stage is awakening, and that's where you really wake up. A lot of you that are on this process are in this, or you wouldn't be watching this show right now. And I'm just going to show a few of the tips so you can understand what it's about, like just maybe half of the tips. So the first part is to fully embrace your awakening, cultivate passion for your awakening, and recognize that every awakening journey is unique to your soul. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities in your life. That's a big thing when you start to awaken, because your higher self starts to put you on this awakening path, and things start showing up synchronistically, as well as in your dreams, in symbols, in information and guidance. And be open to downloads and visions, because they'll start coming through as you connect with your guides. Look for ascension coaching, and there is so much information out there. That's what's so unique about the world. In ancient times, you would have to go to mystery schools for years to get the kind of information that we have now. So it's amazing. Journey to sacred sites for deep experience, and connect with the masters, angelic guides, and star family. Love is the most important thing of it all. And then complete transmutation is stage 2. Again, this is what I'm going to go into depth with on 1111 Unified. This is where you extract your energy from the global matrix program and you start to reinforce your health, your life, your energy towards optimum health, and you learn how to master your energy. And you undertake deep shadow work. You commit to uncovering and healing unresolved trauma and core wounding. You embrace any dark night of the souls as your teacher and give towards spiritual and evolutionary quickening. You deepen your spiritual practices and meditation. You lighten up because you're really going through an alchemical process, and you start to operate through the universal laws of sovereignty and freedom. And you use the solar and galactic and energetic transmissions and gateways like 1111 is really important to really accelerate your ascension. Soul embodiment, that's where you really start to embody the 5th dimensional unity consciousness. You live in the now, you have fun with life, you experience your body regenerating, you're going to reverse your aging. We're all going to get younger and younger, everyone. That's what happens when you activate all your energy field. You learn to understand and access and live in the 5th dimensional realm, which is unity consciousness. You live from the portal of your heart because that's the doorway to the 5D reality, and you're receptive to Kundalini activations. You activate your DNA, understand and support the transformation of your soul. You start to develop your extrasensory abilities and superpowers to the next level. And you activate your light body and Merkaba Taurus. Like all of these could be deep discussions, and I'm just giving you a little taste here. And then you start to become the divine human in the new earth and building the new earth together. So what does that mean? What is the new earth? The divine human, it exists in a 5D reality is what we call it. Imagine if everyone was in Christ consciousness, if everyone was in the awakened state, if everyone was in the frequency of love, what kind of world would we be in? This is what we're all aspiring to. And when you get here, everyone's going to be at that level. And you're going to be operating at a much less dense and higher form of vibration. You're going to recognize that time is not linear and experience all time simultaneously. We're going to communicate telepathically. And we're going to experience highly collaborative, creative, dynamic, and deeply loving relationships all the time, because that's the bottom line. And we're going to honor and nurture our children as the true evolutionary leaders, recognize that they come in with the new codes, with the new awareness. We're going to live in sacred, eco-regenerative, and loving communities. And we're going to be divinely aligned with technologies that support the organic ascension timeline. And we're going to experience the world beyond the transhumanist agenda and the AI threat. We're going to gain full awareness that Earth is just one of many civilizations in the vast universe. And bottom line, love, compassion, and peace, harmony reign all over. I want to acknowledge Daniel Homan because he is donating all his art so I can create amazing PowerPoint with that. So again, Ascension Tips is available at ascensionnow.com. ascensionnow.com, or you can scan, and I'm sure Scott's putting that in there. And at 1111 Unified, we're going to go much deeper into transmutation, because really this is where we're at now. This is the time on the planet. And as we totally transform everything in the world, everything, our life, our humanity totally transforms. So it's so important. Also, I wanted to share that I'm going to do a special edition called Egypt Reactivated. And that's because I just came back on a 12-day journey to Egypt. And that was with some of my most important teachers, the Stargate and Vivian Chavez. And once we got there, this was 100 women traveling together. They told us our real mission was to activate the sacred sites of Egypt. And that's what we did. It was we had amazing demonstrations of it. That's me at Giza Pyramid on the last full moon, where we did our last activation in the Giza Pyramid. This is us where we activated the Sphinx, and we're going to tell you all about that and what happened with the activations on this show. So we're going to tell you what happened behind all the activations and everything that came through and why it's so important, which they told us that humanity's consciousness is raising, and it's time to activate the sacred sites so they can be balancing and activators for the earth. This is one of the punchlines. This is after the last activation in the Giza pyramid. We came out, took a picture of Vivian Chauvet, and this is what showed up in the photo. You couldn't see it, but they had told us in the King's Chamber when we were doing it that there were ships all around the Giza pyramid while we were there. So that's possibly what that green orb is about. And we're going to share all about that. So that's going to be December 6th on the Wednesday edition of Awakening World, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we'll have all the information. You can go to EgyptReactivated.com as of Wednesday, November 8th, and it's going to be there, but we'll put it on all of that. So I just want to say these are amazing times. Really appreciate Scott for continuing to the show. Really appreciate all of you that still watch the show, because we're all of like mind, of like heart, and it's still going to be rocking and rolling. So as we come together and affirm these positive timelines and affirm the transmutation and the evolution and the planetary ascension, we got it. So just with all the crisis in the world, just keep holding on to the light and keep transforming yourself, because that's what we came for. So blessings and so much love.
Beautiful. Oh, well, thank you, Debra. I so appreciate all that you've brought into my world. And one of the wonderful things that Debra brought into my world was the twin ray. And I want to acknowledge our twin ray friends have tuned in every 7 nights a week now. We do a meditation, Debra, at 6:30 p.m. And then, of course, we tune it into the Awakening World. So those friends have joined us. So thank you, Debra, for introducing me to the twin ray and all the people you've brought together. You were such a connection person. And a reminder one more time, everybody, go to Ascension Tips. Get those Ascension Tips from her, because she gave us just a little homeopathic dose, but she's been studying this really her whole life. And she probably knows more about ascension from having studied with so many different people than anyone. And so she really is the ascension queen. So put in your email address, get the free booklet. It's a beautiful gift from Debra. And then I'm looking forward to an entire Awakening World show where we're going to learn all about your experience on Egypt and have people like Vivienne and others joining us. And I will see you in Las Vegas next weekend at the Stairway to the Stars conference.
Yes, definitely.
Which we're
And the
gonna
twin ray will be
coming
there.
to everybody live from. Twin ray will be there, and we'll be doing the Awakening World live from there. So, well, because it is actually already 6:35, and we're going to go into our evening meditation. And tonight, our hostess with the mostest, Anistara, is going to bless us with tonight's evening meditation.
Hello, beautiful beloveds. Yeah, actually, speaking of Egypt, I just wanted to show you too that the 1111 Ascension University will be taking a tour to Egypt October 26th to November 14th next year. We'll be at the Temple of Isis on 1111 2024. So you can find that at 1111Unified.com/Egypt. Now, we're all being called home. The sacred sites of the world, like we have left codes and messages for ourselves at these sites. And so going home and retrieving those codes and messages is part of so many of our lives right now. A lot of us are being called back to these sacred sites, whether it's Machu Picchu, whether it's Stonehenge, whether it's the pyramids. Like we all have this ability to go and remember what it is that we are here for. And so, beloved, you're a multidimensional being of light, and you chose to be here during the most pivotal moment in human history. And I invite you to, through this visualization and meditation tonight, to really drop into what it is that your mission and your purpose is. What fulfills you? What fills your cup? What makes you light up? This is part of the awakening process, is really discovering what it is that you enjoy doing. Like, what is your soul's calling? What is the reason that you specifically came here? You had a soul contract to fulfill. And we invite you to visualize that this evening through this guided experience. So let's all just take some deep breaths together. You can close your eyes if you'd like to, place your hand on your heart, and just drop into some deep breathing through the nose and out the mouth. Circular breathing. And as you inhale, feel your chest and your belly expand. And as you exhale, it contracts. Yes. And as you breathe in, begin to breathe in the renewing energies of love and compassion. The renewing energies of kindness and care. The renewing energies of cooperation and collaboration. The renewing energies of co-creation. And with the next inhale, imagine all of these renewing energies going to where it is you need inside your own body. So if you have something that's painful right now, or a staticky energy, or something that just feels a little off, you can give yourself some love with these deep breaths. Giving yourself these renewing energies, this frequency, this vibration, first and foremost to yourself. Then begin to visualize light completely surrounding this area of your body, filling it with warmth. You are commanding deep, intentional healing in this moment. Clear, remove, release. With the exhale, release it now. Anything that's not serving you and you're holding it in that area of your body. With another exhale, let it go. And again, letting it go. Sending it to Mama Gaia, to the cosmic compost bucket that Mother Earth is. She will take it and transmute it for you. Feeling that deep surrender and release now. And we're going to begin to expand those renewing energies outside of our body now. We're moving that bubble of light into our auric field around us, expanding that energy, feeling that vibration and that frequency move outside of our body and begin to fill the room that we're in. With each inhale, you're going to feel the light come through you. And with each exhale, it's expanding even further out. Now it's exiting the room that you're in. It's enveloping and moving out through the city that you're in, the town that you're in, the state or country that you're in. And we're going to envelop Mother Earth right now with this ball of white light energy. And we're going to hold Mother Gaia herself. We are embracing her and all of humanity in this moment with the renewing energies of care and kindness and love and compassion and cooperation and co-creation. And if you begin to see any places, any areas where there is anything that needs to be released, let's do the work together right now. Envision an area, envision the place, envision the person, envision the situation, and just breathe it out together, releasing it. It no longer serves. It has no place. There is no reason for it. Letting it go. And then enveloping Mother Earth with that white light. We're all holding this unified field together in this moment. Bringing that love frequency to every single person in the world. Knowing that there is enough for us all. That there is abundance. That we can all be taken care of. That we can all be held in the bosom of Mother Earth. We can all rise and heal together. Feeling that now, holding that now, and begin to bring with each inhale, we're sipping our energy back into ourselves. We're bringing that light back towards our town, the area that we're in, enveloping our family, our extended community close by to us. Giving them that love, light, love frequency right now. And then with the next inhale, bringing it further in, it's beginning to enter the room that you're in. It's now in your auric field. And here in this field now, we are holding each other's hearts, each other's love, each other's care, compassion, cooperation, collaboration. We are holding it right now within our own field. And let's bring that into our hearts now. Bring that energy into our own hearts and just feel this, brothers and sisters, right now. All of us connected in the unified field together. In the unified field of co-creation and infinite possibilities, anything and everything is possible. Let us claim it now. That things like war and poverty can be a thing of the past. That we can live in harmony together with Mothership Earth, that we can live into our new earth of peace, harmony, unity, and love. And each of us holds this frequency in our heart. Let it radiate out. Let it ripple out to those around us. Let them feel this frequency. We are co-creating the new earth together right now from within our own hearts. We have a choice how we experience our lives. Let it come from love. Let it come from peace. Let it come from harmony. Begin within. Thank you, beloveds. And as we're holding this field together, imagine what lights you up, what brings you joy, what brings a smile to your face right now as you think of it. This is the path laid before you. Go towards what makes you happy, what brings you bliss. And so it is. And so it is. It is done. It is done. It is done. We are all walking this path of ascension together. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Anistara. That was a beautiful meditation. So affirming. You know, I really appreciate the positive energy you and Debra and your whole team bring. Theo, of course, and all the other presenters that we're going to meet. And that's a good segue. You get to start introducing us to some of the wonderful people that are part of 1111 Unified. So take it away, and looking forward to meeting Simon and Reverend Ivie.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Yes. I have the distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you Reverend Giusti Grace. This will be her third year with us for 1111 Unified. And her esteemed partner and colleague, Simon Hinton. They are the Divine Union Academy. And I met this sister because we are 1111ers together, right? We connected. We're like 1111 twin flame pillars of light. Yes. And these two, I'm just so excited. Simon is new to my life, and anything and everything I've already heard him say, I'm like, yes, please, more of it. First of all, I love the accent. I just want to hear it more. So take it away, beloveds. Please let us know how you're involved with 1111 Unified, and give us a little taste of what people will get when they come to your presentation.
Well, thank you, Anistara. Thank you so much for having us, and Scott as well. We are filled with gratitude and love the meditation. It's wonderful, and all the lovely new people that I'm connecting with. And thank you to Devi, of course, for introducing me. So we're very excited. I've been working with the quantum field for about 25 years, and very successfully, and developed many things. And on the 9th year, so I run a magical order called the Temple of Flow, and on the 9th anniversary on Beltane this year, this wonderful young lady above me, Debbie, saw one of my presentations and contacted me, and it was a auspicious connection, because although I'd been working with the quantum field, I thought I knew everything about it, and then Debbie came along and showed me a bit more. And we started working together. There was such an amazing lot of synchronicities between us and our understanding. So clearly we had tuned into the same current. And Debbie introduced me to the phrase Hieros Gamos. I'd sort of heard of it, but I didn't really know that much about it. And it's about sacred union. And the sacred galactic union is going to be the key, actually, because we're all talking about the quantum field, to ameliorating collapse, suffering, trauma, and the conflict that we have on the planet. So, Devi, over to you.
What Simon and I are also excited to bring to humanity in this broadcast on the November 11th, which is third day, Ascend, is the twin primes, the primordial, supernal mother of all that is, and her beloved consort and divine counterpart. So we work and collaborate with the twin rays of the planet, also known as Pachamama, Pachatata. The Hieros Gamos that we connect with is that hierogamic quantum field. So it brings the alchemy of that shamanic union of both love and grace for that amalgamated power to birth the new world. So everyone will be receiving ancestral healings, their maternal and paternal bloodlines, as well as archetypal healings, the collective purification and purge of the twin flame templates on the planet, and the royal unveiling of these two twin primes as our divine parents for heaven on earth. So Simon and I are true ambassadors on their behalf, and it is our joy to bring their royal throne room down to Gaia Sophia for the awakening this fall.
Yes, we're really excited about it. Devi knows a lot of stuff about the quantum field, and my job is, in a way, to sort of translate it, to earth it a little bit, and to try and put it in terms that people can understand. We don't want to blind people with science. It is a complex subject. We want to be practical and pragmatic. We want to deliver solutions that really do work for people to help you manifest the life that you'd really deserve, your highest timeline, your Dharma, as the lovely lady said earlier on today, who introduced it. I think it was Debra. We want to produce that. We want to access those higher states. And we want to show people how they can access the Mother Father source code, the sacred union within. A lot of people talk about twin flames. Most of them are looking for one, but actually it's finding the inner twin flame and the absolute balance, the perfected balance of the masculine and feminine principles creates inner peace. Okay, peace is an inside job, as we were talking earlier. And so if we can really find the inner peace, and the way to do that is that unique balance. And most people don't have it, even people, who are teachers, or, they mean well, but they don't have that full inner peace necessarily because of the schisms of ancestral karma, the pain and the sorrow and the suffering and the subjugation that we've all experienced through many lifetimes, and our own parents who invariably fell short of being representations of the supreme archetype. So what we do is we call in the absolute supreme mother, the absolute supreme father. And in combination, when those two unite, the particle and the wave, something else is created, isn't it, Devi? What's that called?
We have lovingly referred to it as trinitized grace. So it's the Maha Tantra between the two beloveds. They create this tri-wave of ecstatic cellular organic light infusion. So it's very much the brass tacks of biological ascension. And that our own personal transfiguration or metamorphosis is also linked to this twin galvanization of this hierogamic temple of love within the body of the whole planet. John Land Lash calls it planetary tantra. So we welcome you all to a very savvy and also sexy experience with consciousness itself. May you romance the beloved within you and discover that space of wholeness in a whole new way.
Yes,
we're excited.
Wholeness is what it's about. It's about being holistic, and obviously the recognition that humanity has been seduced by the plausible notion of separation, but it's a falsehood, because we are actually existing in a hologram, and the 5D awareness that lots of people talk about is moving into holographic awareness.
Clearly,
Ooh la la!
Clearly, you both have a lot to share. And so I want to let our audience know how they can find you, because you're only getting a homeopathic dose of Simon and Reverend Debbie today. We'll start with Simon. You can find him at lighttherapyrevolution.com. And I know that our audience really is fascinated to learn as much as they can about quantum physics and what you're saying, quantum combination therapy. That's fascinating. I'm going to actually invite you, Simon, to come on and do a whole show talking about that, because that really is right down our wheelhouse. And so there's a lot more to learn. And of course, people can learn much more when they come next weekend to 1111 Unified. And which day are you all going to be presenting on? Day 3.
We're on the
Saturday.
3rd. Yeah.
All right. Now, of course, we want to learn more about Reverend Debbie, and her website is divineunionacademy.com. Find your leadership blueprint at the Divine Union Academy. And that seems really important to me, Reverend Debbie, because I think most of the people watching this show are global leaders. We are the imaginal cells finding each other, holding the vision for an awakening world, for a new paradigm. So tell us a little bit about what takes place when people come to you, Divine Union Academy.
Well, I partner with the Ancestors Within movement, and I'm also the Divine Union Foundation for couples and businesses. So the Divine Union Academy is really for individuals going through their rites of passage into their destiny. And then the Divine Union Foundation is assisting groups of very awakened messengers like Simon to go to a larger international focus, right? Where we are the game changers for the generations to come. So I work from the future memory, and I'm also a walk-in. So we're collaborating with those that already remember that it is done. And we're then translating it into the holy moment of the now. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, it's a pleasure to meet both of you, and I sure look forward to seeing what you have to share next weekend on Anistara's amazing weekend. And I'd love to have you back on the show where we can go a little bit more in depth.
Yeah, we look forward to it.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, and you'll find them on day 3 of Embody Your Ascension on 1111. They'll be presenting after we go through the 1111 portal at 11:11 a.m. Saturday morning. So
wow. That's perfect timing, right? You got the primo spot.
It's all planned.
Well, to integrate all this goodness, it's time for some more music. And that means it's time to go to our beloved brother, Omashar. And hey, everybody get ready to move and groove and dance. And welcome, brother Omashar.
Simon and Davey, thank you so much. That was beautiful. That was just a real homeopathic dose, but I felt you clearly. And yes, it is already done. It is already done. We're just catching up. It's a little bit pedantic, and I wish it was over sometimes. However, I'm getting used to riding on the journey. So thank you for bringing that point of clarity. And without further ado, we're going to enter a song called The Wonderful and the New. So let's do that, and let's do this. Ha ha! You'll never walk this way again. Lay down all your guards. Your loving hearts will lead the way. The door is open. The wonderful and the new is waiting patiently. Take a step and you will see all you've been dreaming. 'Cause now is the time you've been waiting for so long. I've been holding you through all ages, knowing I'd be with you once again. You'll never be alone again. Please take my hand in yours. I love you just the way you are. You're my creation. The wonderful and the new is waiting patiently. Take the step and you will see all you've been dreaming. Because now is the time we've been waiting for so long. I've been holding you through all ages, knowing I'd be with you once again. You'll never be alone again. Please take my hand in yours. I love you just the way you are. You're my creation. And now is the time you've been waiting for so long. I've been holding you through all ages, knowing I'd be with you once again.
All right. It's all Twinkle Omashar here on the Global Peace Tribe. We twinkle Omashar after those wonderful songs. And thank you, everybody, for moving and grooving and dancing to the music. Thank you so much. And a reminder that you can get all things Omashar at his website. And his website is very easy to remember. It's his name, omashar.com. And so that's where you can read announcements, learn all about him, and most of all, go to Bandcamp. Bandcamp is the place to go where we can get his music, and he's going to get the best amount back.
Remuneration.
You know, what I want to
they do an amazing job.
Remuneration. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? I want to mention about that song, because I love that song. It's one of my favorite ones that you play. And whenever I hear it and I'm listening to the lyrics, Omashar, it really as though you channeled the creator. It's like that is the creator's message to us.
Yeah, all of the songs that come through me, and perhaps not perhaps, and Theo and others like us, you know, we just get out of the way and let them come through. You know, I used to be in pop rock bands and write from my head, and that was not a really fully enlivening experience. I gave it up and I just let them come through. And so I do feel that they are direct transmissions from Mother, Father, God, Goddess, to the human and vice versa. So thank you for recognizing that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the lyrics to that one. And as Charlotte just wrote, it's such a pretty song too, divinely
I like the
inspired.
melody of that one. It's cool. It's nice. It's very
Yeah,
nice.
it's a great melody. Yeah,
The
it's going to
songs
be in
are,
my it'll be in my head for the rest of the night.
Exactly.
Sure.
The songs are a carrier wave, and the lyrics are the little bit of icing, and the truth comes from within. So there it is.
Beautiful. All right. Well, Omashar will be back for 2 more songs tonight, and Theo will be back for another song also. But it's time now to meet Katherine Bird, and to introduce her, I'm going to go back to our co-host, Anistara.
Hello, beloveds. Omashar. Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate you. All right. Well, Katherine Bird is new to my life, and she is a healer and shamanic energetic medicine practitioner. She's an alchemist and a guide, and she really just tells me that she likes to support people in knowing that they can heal themselves and that they can create magic in their life. So Katherine's going to share with us a little bit about what she'll be presenting during 1111 Unified next week.
Thank you, Anistara. I'm so happy to be here and to be with so many beautiful people. I've been checking out the gallery view and seeing everybody's participation has been really beautiful. And for the 1111, I'm really excited to be collaborating with you and creating with this incredible group and getting to know everybody better. I'm so happy to be here because I'm getting to know everybody better. But I'm speaking on the second day, which is about Awaken, is the title of this day. And this is so important to me. I'm so passionate about it because I think my initial awakening experiences were so intense and quite overwhelming in a lot of ways. And I didn't really understand anything that was going on or what was happening to me or what I was experiencing or where to go. This was before there were so many resources and social media and things where you could kind of ask questions on social media and people would tell you what was happening. So I felt very overwhelmed and confused and lost and oftentimes a bit crazy. And Anistara is one of those taglines that you're using is you're not crazy, you are awakening. And I've really felt that in my own journey of, whoa, wait a minute, this is a lot. And my path of stabilizing that and stabilizing myself and learning and studying and discovering who I was and what I was here to contribute and bring and offer. And so I love this process that people are going through, even when it seems messy or when it seems like, oh, I don't know what's going on, or why am I in this place again? Or what exactly am I coming up against? I just have so much appreciation and compassion for anyone who is willing to be open to transformation and growth and working on themselves and looking at their patterns and doing the hard work and doing the exciting work inside of this process. So on it's a Friday, on the Friday, the second day, I'm going to be sharing a bit about how I look at this process as we go through awakening and this cyclical process that kind of happens over and over again in our lives as we awaken and have these significant transformational experiences where we have a change in our way of relating with ourselves and the way of relating with the world and our understanding and our ability to tap into what this unified field that we've been talking about, and those glimpses of what's possible and those messages that we get about who we really are. And then as we move through and allow ourselves to go into these deep healing processes that we all have to go into to be able to cleanse and purify and to heal our trauma and our wounds, and to work with our ancestors and work with the energies that are arising, and to work with our emotions and what we've been holding on to and what's maybe even holding us back, and giving ourselves permission sometimes to be in that space of that dark night of the soul and what that means, and to be allowed to go deep into our healing work and not to see that as something that's less than the sparkly awakening moments, but that we get to really go deeply within ourselves and use that as something that's teaching us very deeply about our path and what we're here to do, and to use that to develop the skills and the understanding and the compassion and the empathy that we need to be able to step into our next phase of development on this journey as we evolve into service and collaboration and community and contribution. And throughout this process, what I see, and I'm sure you've seen it too, is that we can get caught up in all of these stages of awakening. We can get caught up in ourselves, in our ego, and our wounds can kind of keep us stuck in places as we form identities to these different phases of development that we're moving through. And so I think it's important, and I really want to share more about how we continue to connect to this wisdom self that we are, this part that is able to witness our process and to see ourselves through this process and to experience us beyond the wounds and beyond the attachments to our identities and to now and the things that we have come to believe and understand about ourselves, so that we can transform into something that is perhaps beyond our previous expectations of what we're capable of. And for me, a lot of this process is in the embodiment. And instead of trying to transcend up and out and be detached from the earth and from the physical, but to work through the physical body and to be in the bioform that we are in. And what I have received is that the biology that we are, that we inhabit, it is key and fundamental to the collective transformation and to this awakening, the global awakening and this ascension that we're speaking of, that us inside of our bodies, in the biological apparatus that we inhabit, in collaboration with the earth and the earth field and the earth grids, that we are capable of transmuting the destructive codes and the aspects of humanity that have been holding us back. And we do that together, and we do that in this collaborative force, which is why I'm so grateful for this container and for the 1111 event that was such pure intention and devotion to this work, and to each individual being a key component to the collective whole. And so for me, as I said, this embodiment piece of working with movement, breath, sound, and utilizing these important keys and tools, and finding the simple pieces, the simple practices, the things that are repeatable and that address the parts that are capable of holding us back when we look at our trauma, our nervous system dysregulation, what's going on in the physiology that is still in alignment with codes that we are no longer wanting to carry forward. And so through our practices and through the devotion to our practices and the devotion to being in the body and being on the earth, that we are capable of stepping into the new earth together, not from trying to leave our bodies and leave this moment, but actually to integrate in through the body, and through our body, we are capable of achieving so much and being on this awakening path in a way where we get to serve and we get to be in this beautiful collaboration together. So I'm really excited to share more about this and this journey and this process, and then also share some practice with you, because I love to be in practice with people and to have these simple, easy, repeatable toolbox of practices that we can bring forward and use every single day to transform ourselves. And as we transform ourselves, we get to participate in a great and grand transformation.
Katherine, it's my first time meeting you, and I'm really appreciating what you're saying. I'm older, and I had a lot of friends over the years who 10, 20, 30 years ago were all about wanting to leave their body. You know, a lot of it was through psychedelics, a lot of it was through meditation. There was like this whole, I want to get off the earth, I want to leave the body. But really there has been a real beautiful evolution of understanding that no, the body is this sacred temple. We are so blessed to be in these bodies. And yes, it's difficult. And yes, it's an animal body. And yes, we have emotions. And yes, we have to deal with the illusion of separation. But the body is a great gift. And so I'm really appreciating that as you teach ascension, you're about bringing it into the body, as opposed to how the hell can I get out of here? So thank you, thank you, thank you. I see I'm going to bring Anistara on too, because I see her clapping wildly.
I am. This is literally the essence of embody your ascension, right? Like, how can we do that? How can we be connected to our God, creator, source, energy, higher selves, and actually embody that fully so that we can create in our life what we choose to create?
Absolutely.
So thank you, Katherine. So potent. Thank you, sis.
I want to let people know before we let Katherine go that it's easy to find her because it's her name, KatherineBird.com. She spells it with a K, by the way, Katherine with a K, Bird.com. And Katherine, tell us a little bit about the demographic group you like working with. I see that you're offering consultations to see if you're the right coach, the right mentor. And who do you enjoy working with? Who's your demographic group?
Most of my people are those that are called to the path of the healer, the spiritual practitioner, service, who want to up-level their practices, do their inner work, and get themselves in service. So those most of my people, and people who are going through shamanic, psychic, spiritual awakenings and are looking to stabilize and transform that into something that's really serving them, but also serving the world.
It sounds like Global Peace Tribers. It sounds like Global Peace Marketing right now. So again, and you're offering consultations to see if you're the right coach. So everybody go to katherinebird.com.
Yes. And I live in Santa Fe, New Mexico, because I'm sort of an outlier. A lot of people are in California. So just wanted to throw that in there too.
Now, but you do work via Zoom, I assume.
I do. I work a lot online.
Yeah, 95% of my clients, 98% are on Zoom. Thank God for Zoom, right? Thank you very much, Katherine.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, hope to talk to you soon. Well, we hear wisdom and then we have music to integrate it. And we have obviously two amazing musical artists tonight. And we're going to go back to Theo for his second number. Hey, Theo.
Hi.
You enjoying the show?
I am. I'm always glad to be a part of these. It's just such a great way to come together and share wisdom and just receive each other's gifts and be together, but like, I'm in my room, but we're together somehow. It's magic. I don't get it.
And we're all wearing yoga pants and pajama bottoms.
Totally. Wearing tights. They're very comfortable.
Yep.
So, thank you, Katherine. That was beautiful. Something you shared reminded me of a quote that I've been working with a lot lately, and it's about choosing your hard. It's like, being asleep, being ignorant. People say ignorance is bliss. I don't think so. I think ignorance is suffering. But like awakening is hard, lots of things like being in a relationship, hard. Not being in a relationship, being lonely, hard, So it's like we get to choose our hard. And, being on this path is not easy, but every step of the way reminds me that it's worth it. And being together with tribe and family reminds me like, oh yeah, we're doing this together. This is happening. Because I connected with you over a decade ago, we met. And so it's so great to reconnect and just like see you rocking the path and, leading others. And it's just, great to be here with you. Yeah, so this song, it's a little ballad. I don't want to put you to sleep yet, but it's kind of a song about meditation. I write songs to remind myself of things that I need to remember and how to walk my path, and then I share those with others. So it's a song about just watching your mind, just having that ability to see thoughts and feelings and let them go. So whatever you're feeling now, I just invite you to drop into your breath and notice what you're feeling and enjoy the song. Turn the reverb on, 'cause it sounds so much sweeter. Yeah, 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 yeah. I open my eye to the diamond mind, watching the clouds pass in the sky, hearing a sacred song of a universe alive. Can't hold on to anything passing away. I am here experiencing living today. High highs and lows, and me in the middle, watching it go. Here comes the fear, oh no, watch it go. Feelings and thoughts, I'll watch them go. See it all and watch it go. Well, I am not the memories, I am the one circling for centuries around the sun. Stories, seasons, reasons, and rhymes open me up to find it's always been me in the middle, just watching it go. Here comes a fear, oh no, watch it go. Feelings and thoughts, I watch them go. See it all and watch it go. Oh, 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 oh. And the secret is to see it, to feel it, and receive it. Oh, the secret is to see it, to feel it, and receive it. Oh, the secret is to see it, oh, to feel it, and receive it. Yeah, the secret is to see it, to feel it, and release it. 'Cause underneath this fear of mine is the sweetness of life. Oh, oh, underneath this pain inside is the sweetness of life. Oh, 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 the sweetness of life. Oh, 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 the sweetness of life. Oh, 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 the sweetness of the mother's touch on our hearts inside. We call you in tonight to be with us and guide us on our way. Guide us home to you. Guide us home to your love. In the sweetness of life that we all deserve and we all receive. However much we can, however much we're open to receiving, which is sometimes not very much because my heart's really closed and I'm scared and I'm tired and angry, but you remind me to open up and keep singing my song, because we're all here in the one song. Yeah.
Ooh, I love that. I love when you break away and add that little human touch, because sometimes we're not feeling it, and
Yeah.
you know, and it's how perfectly human it is. And let's remember what Theo just taught us. Come back to that one song, which is just coming back into our heart. And we can come back to Theo anytime we want to by going to entheomusic.com. And that's where all things Entheo and Theo, I guess Entheo is kind of your alter ego.
Yeah. It's my
That's where
astral
you
artist,
live.
cosmic self.
Well, we love both. We love the human being and we love the cosmic artist self. They're both great blessings to our awakening world. Thank you, Theo and Entheo, and all that you bring to our world. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah. And there's more. We still have other amazing presenters, part of Anistara's tribe. I love that the 1111Unified tribe is merging with the Global Peace Tribe, which is merging with the Twin Ray community, which is merging with all the different, we're all coming together, and it's a very exciting and powerful time. So I'm going to go back to our co-host Anistara to see who we're going to meet next.
Thank you, Scott. Theo, as always, such a blessing to have you and be in your presence and feel your music. It literally just saturates me on such a deep cellular level. The sweetness of life, remembering the sweetness of life. Thank you. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the evening with your family. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I am gonna hop off. I have to go be with
Yes.
my
Yeah, we know. Awesome.
much love.
Oh, well, beloveds, I am just so grateful to have the opportunity to be here with you now and to remind you again that you can get so much more juiciness from all these speakers during 1111 Unified Embody Your Ascension. And I encourage you all to sign up right now. The website is live and ready for you to get your portal pass. And again, if you want the replays and the Awakening video vault, the bonus video vault, it's a collection of some of my favorite past presentations from 1111 Unified 2021 and 2022. There's an interview with the twin Ray. There's an interview with Ishmael Perez and Elizabeth April, and so many juicy presenters. So go ahead and upgrade your portal pass to the Awakened or Ascend pass, and you'll get that bonus video vault. All right, loves, I want to invite in Katrin Lambert. She is coming in from Germany. It is literally in the middle of the night for this woman. This shows her commitment to transmuting our old ways of being, our old self. And my first experience of Katrin was she walked me through a quantum transformation session during our interview for 1111 Unified 3 years ago. And she is just magic. I mean, honestly, I felt completely at ease and at peace after having this session with her. And so here she is. She's going to speak about what she's going to be sharing during 1111 Unified next week. Welcome, Katrin.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me once again. I'm really excited to be part of this experience, and I'll be talking about my work on November 9th. So I'm in the Transmute day and at the magical time of 5:55 p.m. So wonderful time. And I'm trained in new homeopathy, which is an information medicine, and in energetic frequency transformation and matrix quantum coaching. So my work is about testing for root causes. I'm a dowser, so I'm using a rod to test. There's a lot of things I know without needing to test, but it's great for my clients to have this affirmation to see me testing with their system for the root causes of whatever challenges they are facing, physical, mental, emotional, whatever it is. And I'm working to find out very systematically all the root causes for what they are presenting to me. And that can be influences from the inside, personal trauma, emotional things, blockages, karmic stuff, ancestral stuff, whatever it is. That's the level from the inside. And or they might face challenges coming from the outside. That can be things from the environment, that can be soul attachments, that can be alien energies, or thought fields or egregores, which have an influence on people. And that is the topic I will be talking about: thought fields, emotional fields, egregorial fields, and how to leave them. And these thought fields are entities of their own, and they can deplete your energy. They can be highly beneficial, of course, if it is a positive group of people you're living with, but they can also drain you. And they have some specific markers that I will talk about on November 9th, and I will give a lecture about how to leave them. It's very easy. We can transmute this immediately, and I work with the quantum field, of course, as we all do, and ask the primordial source of all being for assistance to transmute all the challenges my clients are facing. And this is a very systematic and very quick method, and to bring more energy to my clients' systems so that they can shine and they can go into their ascension process. And because we are all so powerful, if we are in our full potential, we are so mighty. We have so much electricity inside of us. We could all light up a skyscraper. And to let people shine their light, this is the where we want to go with what I'm doing. So join me on Thursday and leave thought fields or emotional fields. We've experienced a lot of this in the past 3 years, so you might know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so if you have any question, Anistara, let me know.
Yes, I do, actually. So I know that a lot of what's happening in the field right now, some of us who are more empathic are really feeling the struggles and the challenges of the war, right? And what's happening on the outside. And so how would you advise somebody to release any thought patterns that might come in around holding rage or hatred towards those we feel are the cause of this? Or, you know, how can we continue to hold compassion and forgiveness after seeing something so atrocious?
Well, I would go really deep in the person's history, because everybody is individually different and has experienced a certain education. And why are people holding hatred? It has nothing to do with themselves. I mean, all that is happening there from a higher perspective, it's all orchestrated by people or beings or forces that are not being seen. And so judgment doesn't help at all. And this tendency that you are being forced to take a side, this is really separating people. And why is this happening? So look behind that. There's something behind this. And one of the reasons that people could feel forced to take sides or feel rage and anger could be that they are joined in an egregorial field, in a thought field or an emotional field that is orchestrating people. Thought fields are always feeding off the energies of the people. So that's why we are being forced to be in them. And if you understand that, you can really take a step back and have a look on what's going on here, really. Can I step out of this and have a higher perspective without taking sides, without going once again into duality, once again into separation?
Yeah.
And this is an interesting process, and we will do a live, a little transformation on Thursday in that, and everybody can choose their own topic or their own egregore that they want to leave, because an egregore can be a family field, or it can be a society, it can be a country, it can be a religion, it can be all kinds of different fields that keep us in a certain personality. So if you feel triggered to behave in a certain way that is not your own core essence, you might think about what is going on here and why am I behaving in a certain way in a certain company? Why am I not able to be authentic? And how can I leave this? This is very, very interesting. And yeah, certain thought fields, if we enter a room and there is a certain kind of people in a room, we might switch on a certain personality that is triggered in the moment by the kind of the conversation that is going on. So every one of us has several personalities that we have established probably during our childhood or through trauma that will be switched on by triggers, and also that can also be connected to thought fields or emotional fields. So one of my dear colleagues and friend once has said, you're the cleaning squad. And this is what I do. I track down what is the root cause of my clients' challenges, and then transform it right away and bring them into a higher vibration. We are frequency. So if this is your frequency and this is the frequency of the problem and they collide, it will diminish your life force. And if we harmonize this, and that's not difficult in these times, it can be very quick, then you can ascend. And this is what we want to do.
Yeah. And I know during 1111, you mentioned that you're going to be sharing with us the water drop technique.
Yes.
And so can you tell us just a tiny little taste of what that might be?
Well, we are all in an ocean. And if you imagine that one egregorial field, this is much more known in Eastern Europe. I think not many people have heard of this broadly and widely. If you want to leave this field, which you can imagine like a pond or a lake or an ocean, you can reverse engineer and take yourself out the water drop that you are out of this field. And we will practice this. And many people also have a personal egregorial field that they have that has been formed out of their many personalities and all the dirt they have collected on their suit during a long life. And they cannot step out of their own armor that is this crusty egregore that they think they are, but they are not in their essence. And to step out of this is another technique we could present.
I really look forward to that. And as Joe Dispenza says, our personality creates our personal reality. And so you can leave the old personality behind and step into a new one and create a new life. And that's what we're going to be working with, is how do we all ascend into our highest timelines? Thank you, Katrin, so much for your love and your frequency. We are all feeling your energy. There's a lot of comments in the chat box right now for you, giving you some love.
Thank you.
As always, I always like to let people know how you can get more, because we're just getting these little homeopathic dosages of amazing people. And I want to learn more, Katrin, about how to lift that drop out of the ocean. So to learn more, we go to her website. And her website is quantum-transformation.com. So make sure you get that dash in there, quantum-transformation.com. And then she comes to you in both Deutsch, German, and English. So thank you, Katrin, for being with us. And, you know, it's true, the chat box is lit up with a lot of comments. You definitely have intrigued a lot of our audience. So thank you so much for being with us. And hopefully, well, of course, we will see you next weekend on the 1111 Unified Retreat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are one. We are one. We are one. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. We are one. One love. We are one. One love. We are one love. Yeah, yeah. One love. 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 One love.
We are one love, and we keep hearing it in so many different ways from all these wonderful teachers. And it is the Global Peace Tribe announcements. I've got a few, and then I'll turn it over to Anistara to remind people how they can get involved in 1111 Unified. I want to welcome all of you who've been watching on our different broadcast partners, about 150 different Facebook groups and pages, Sheila Seppi's Conscious Awakening Network, Alan Steinfeld's YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, Humanity's Rising. All of you watching in all of those ways, thank you. Also, those of you watching our replay and our recording, welcome. And I want to invite you to join the Global Peace Tribe. It's really easy. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com. globalpeacetribe.com. You'll learn all about our offerings. For example, we do a free meditation 7 nights a week. And what you want to do is our website will teach you all about who we are, what we do, and then click register for the new season. And when you register for the new season, it of course will take you to our registration page. We do 2 or 3 shows every week. And every show is like this one. We're going to meet amazing people from all over the world. We've had people today from Europe, from the East Coast, the West Coast, New Mexico. We really are truly a global peace tribe. And I have wonderful co-hosts that join me. So appreciating Anistara as my co-host tonight. And so join us. These are the different shows that we do. We had our community show last Wednesday night. And of course, this is the show that we're watching tonight. So join the Global Peace Tribe. You'll get the Zoom room links to all of our shows for the rest of the year. And it's great to come on into the Zoom room because that way there's a lot of interaction. You'd be amazed how much, just in the last 2 minutes, there are 10 new messages in the chat box. People are all chatting with each other, chatting with our guest speakers. So it's really fun to come into the Zoom room and join us in that way. Plus you get special discounts and special offerings. And you get to find out what we're doing every week. Plus you get the recordings to our previous shows. So come join the Global Peace Tribe. I also want to preview what we've got coming up, because we've got next week 2 really special shows. On a Wednesday night, it's going to be rather unique. I won't be here. I'm attending a concert with some of my dearest friends, the Sterling Arrow Group, with Maria Stark and Ayla Nerio and Tina Malia. So my good friend Eden Amadora is going to be hosting the show, and it's all about answering the mythic call. And she is quite the goddess, quite the priestess, and her mentor, Ariel Taja Spilsbury, will be joining her. And of course, Omashar will be here providing music, and there will be our evening meditation with Nicholas. Really, aren't we all answering our own mythic call, our own hero's journey? So that's what Eden and Ariel are going to be exploring next week. So it's going to be a really beautiful show. And I'm actually driving. I'm going to be taking a road trip leaving on Tuesday and spending a couple of days in Nevada City, seeing friends and clients, going to the Sterling Arrow concert on Wednesday night. And then I'm heading to Las Vegas, and I'll be arriving on Thursday night. And a lot of us are going to be in Las Vegas for the amazing Stairway to the Stars weekend that's happening. And I'll be there with the Twin Ray. I'll be there with my good friend Alan Steinfeld. And so Alan and I are going to be co-hosting live from the Luxor, all the amazing people coming through. Now, there's going to be a lot of guests but I'm going to be kind of grabbing people, inviting them to come on into my suite where we can interview them. We'll be talking to the Twin Ray and a lot of the guests. And there are about 100 speakers that are going to be at this conference. It's huge. So we'll have a lot of unique guests, including maybe the little guy you see here in the middle. So Alan Steinfeld will be co-hosting with me, and it's going to be a really fun weekend. So join us next Saturday night as we come to you from Las Vegas. And as always, our Awakening World shows include music. So Omashar will be providing music in between our interesting guests. And to kind of conclude our announcements, I'm going to go back to Anistara to remind people how they can register for the amazing weekend that's taking place online. So take it away, Anistara.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't in the Zoom and getting all the chats here, the website is 1111unified.com/embody your ascension. And so I can just share screen again really quickly and show you that this is the website here. You just go down, hit your portal pass. It'll open our portal pass ticketing page. You can find out more about here and also all of the presentations and their titles. So we're going to have 3 to 4 speakers every day. It's Thursday the 9th, Friday the 10th, and Saturday the 11th. So I look forward to seeing some of you there. And it's really about getting clear, being empowered, and rising into your leadership. And when I say New Earth leadership, I mean just leading by example with love and peace and harmony in your heart, because every peaceful heart ripples out into the world and influences those around you. So as we rise into leadership individually, we do so collectively and our planetary ascension. So I invite you into the fold, see what we have in store for you. Check out the website. You can find out more there. And yeah, I'm just deeply honored to be here today, Scott. Thank you for letting me share this.
You're a great co-host. You're doing great. I love your positive energy and your enthusiasm, and you're bringing on so many wonderful people. And actually, while this was going on, I've actually booked Katherine Bird to come back onto the Awakening World on Wednesday night, November 15th. That particular theme is We Are Agents of Change, so it's a perfect topic for her. So we'll be able to hear more from Katherine. And I definitely schedule more time with Reverend Debbie and Simon and Katrin, all of these amazing people you've brought. So
wonderful.
So much.
Yeah.
And there's still more. We're going to hear from Michaelah Ivie.
One of my best friends in the whole wide world.
Oh, isn't she the coolest? Yeah. She is so cool.
Yeah.
But before we go to Michaelah, we are going to get another Omashar tune.
Sick.
Another dose, and what a beautiful program tonight. I'm just being enlivened from every single angle. And this is a short, truly metaphysical pop song that you can shake your booty to. So you better get on to it right now, because it'll be over before I've even said go. And there we go. Woohoo! Whatever happened to the ones that came before? Did they just vanish into the blue? Maybe they're living the dream we know to be true, and reaching their hands back out of the blue. Heart is so ready to embrace all that's new. I feel the love calling for me to break on through. clouds of my life have blown away. My lightness of being lifts me every day. I find myself feeling not so blue. My heart is so ready to embrace all that's new. I feel the love calling for me to break on through. Peace on my mind, I know that I'm coming to a new way of life that feels so true.
That was amazing. We are all gonna twinkle to Omashar. And I love watching her jumping up and dancing, and that was a peppy one, my friend. You got
I know, we love the pep. It was funny because I almost didn't play it. I was so taken into my piece with Theo. I thought, do I really want to do this? And I thought, yes. So
yeah, absolutely. And it's, it's always good to do a peppy song when we're kind of winding down to get the energy rolling again. So,
right,
appreciate that.
yeah.
All right. Well, we have one more amazing presenter. She's somebody that's just one of the coolest women I know. And really, when I saw that Anistara had booked her, I was like, yes, Michaela's going to be here. So I will turn it over to Anistara to introduce Michaelah Ivie.
Oh, thank you, Scott. Michaelah Ivie, what can I say? This woman is a powerhouse. She is fierce integrity, fierce accountability, and just shows up. She shows up for her clients, for her friends, her relationships. She is the epitome of a good person, somebody that I can trust and love. Her website, Heartnership, tells you all about who she is. And some of my most favorite taglines comes from this woman. The journey is the blestination. Change your relationship into relationship. Like, she is creating the New Earth Dictionary, where she combines her verbal magic into the cauldron and comes out with these really empowering, amazing, transformational words that we can all start adopting into our lives, because it raises the frequency and vibration just by saying them. So, Michaelah, I love you so much. Take it away, honey. Let us know what you're going to be sharing with us during 1111 Unified.
Thank you so much, Anistara. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for always calling me in and calling me up. And we've been working together and collaborating since I've met you over like practically 20 years now. So, and I've done all 3 of your 1111 Unifieds, and I'm so excited and grateful to be unveiling the higher mind. I will be doing the first day. I think I will be the first presenter on that day at about 5:25. And really, it's all about slowing down to the speed of love. And I love what you said. Michaelah's a good person. Like, that's really what we all came here to be. And I feel so many hearts like beaming off of this computer screen. I am feeling this heart tribe, this peace tribe. Love is doing it together. And, it's important to be persuasive, right? And to bring awarefulness to everything we do. And one of the things that I'll be presenting is just, how do we switch out of that little mind, that ego, and getting so caught up in the content of our thinking? Because when we get caught up in the content of our thinking, we can suffer and we can really struggle. And what I like to share, I've been learning the 3 principles for the last few years, the work of Sydney Banks. And what I do is I point people towards well-being. So pretty much I point people back home to the default setting of happiness, serenity, tranquility, because there's two different ways that we can use our mind. We can go into negative thought spirals and get really caught up and feeling traumatized and victimized and, you know, all of the drama that we can get caught up in. Or we can direct our thinking to a more positive thought and a more positive reality and focus on not the content of our thinking, not what we're thinking about, but that we're thinking. And that's what I like to point people to in my coaching is that you think. I don't necessarily work in content, and I actually don't need any techniques, really, just spiritual conversation, simple chats to remind people of what they probably everybody already knows, but we forgot, right? Because there's like 450 models and theories in psychology right now, but we're more mentally unhealthy and well in many ways now than we have been for a long time. So, but that's temporary, right? Right now we're coming in. This is that ascension that we're talking about. And it's not leaving the body like what Scott said. It's actually coming into our authentic self, right? Coming more embodied in the embodied moment, right? In the nower hour, because this is our power. And no one can do this but us, right? It takes us, it takes trust, it takes togetherness, it takes foreverness. And I know that a waterfall starts with a drop of water. So this kind of expansion and growth where we start to move our energy out of the ego and into this higher mind where we let universal consciousness help guide and direct our lives. It's like taking the hands off the proverbial Tesla wheel and just trusting in this grand unfoldment that we're in right now. So I help people get out of the rumble strips of the mind, or the grumble strips, and back into the lane of our thinking so that we can enjoy life to the fullest, so we can open up to the queendom, which has queen and king in it, of heaven, because love is heaven inevitable, peace is heaven inevitable, and so is joy. And this is our birthright. So I'm so excited to be sharing on this at this time on the 9th, and to be co-hosting with you on the 10th. So there'll be a lot of me. So, and I will be making up lots of words because it's time to go next level, right? And it's time to, you know, get our attention out of yesterday and into yes today. Because when we say yes today, then life just gets better and better and better. And I am just so honored. Thank you, Scott, for having me here. And thank you for all the authentic presenters. Everyone was so articulate, and I'm so excited and inspired to learn from everybody, because we are all teachers and we are all students, and I learned from everyone here today. So I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Every time I hear you speak, I learn new words because you are such a wordsmith. So I just want to, because what fast, and you had some gems like articulate. What a brilliant word, articulate. So I have a request. Would you give us slowly 3 or 4 of your favorite new English,
Yes, please.
new words?
Well, so I really love transforming the word careful, because right now careful has this idea that there's something to worry about, right? To be concerned about. But instead we use careful, where we're so full of care that we bring awarefulness, right? We're bringing our full attention to the moment. So awarefulness is one of my new favorite words. I really like l'available, right? Some people are like, I'm single. I'm like, no, you're l'available, because we are all connected. We are all one. And, you know, it's time to become more authentic and kind-considerate, you know, and truthisipate in this global peace awakening that we're happening right now. The awakening, it's this, the kin, the tribe is coming to this next level of vibration, this frequency, or rather frequency, or frequency, right? Where we're coming back to our rewild nature, back to our authentic self that is happy and content and grateful and inspiring and inspiraling, because we are just returning, right? We're coming full circle, spheriously. We're coming full circle, and we were designed for this nowment and this wowment right here, right now. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, wowment. I love it. Somebody put in the chat too, that was totally soulgasmic.
Yeah, I love it. Soulsational.
Right?
Because we're
Wow.
solutionaries, right? We're coming back to soul, back to the heart, back to getting grounded in the roots. The VGP, a very good person, is very more important than a very important person, because importance has ego attached to it. But when you're a VGP, a very good person, that has humility. And that's what we're coming home back to being humble and grateful for our lives and showing up to help and support everyone else. And that's what I'm here to do.
And you're doing it beautifully, Michaelah.
Thank
And
you.
we can learn more about Michaelah at her website. And here's another wonderful Michaelah-ism: partnership. Let's all come into partnership with each other. And I love what she wrote. You are one thought away from feeling good and one realization away from the solution to your problem. Schedule a free experience. Now, that's amazing. I want a free experience with Michaelah. So just go to her website, partnership.us. Partnership.us. Schedule a free call, and that's very cool. Robots are not allowed. I'm noticing robots.
Only real people with hearts.
Only real people allowed.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Michaelah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you, Anistara. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, you're
radiant. Well, we're winding down this part of the show, but I want to invite everybody, most of our regulars already know that Anistara, we always conclude our Saturday night show with a KES group healing from one of the trained people from the Twin Ray community. And these are powerful experiences. So in a moment, I'll introduce Maggie, who's our KES healer for the night. But I'll ask you, Anistara, any final thoughts you'd like to share with our audience tonight?
Sure. I love Maggie and the Twin Ray community. I was up at the Haven during the 8/8 Portal Day and experienced one of these sessions live with the community, and it's amazing. So thank you, Maggie, for being here. Beloved family, the 1111 portal is right around the corner. We invite you to embody your ascension. It is time for all of us to rise into our leadership. And what I mean by that is for you to live a life fulfilled, for you to really reach your highest potential, for you to move into your highest timeline, because as you do, as we do individually, we do so collectively. We're all a part of this planetary ascension. So I invite you to really drop in with yourself and say, what is in service to the world right now? What do I have to offer the world? What can I do to better the people around me, the community? How can I share my gifts with the world? And so I invite you to just be yourself. Shine your light brightly. Don't let anyone else dim it. Stop playing small. There's no need for confusion or self-doubt. You can have clarity and confidence and freedom and be surrounded by a community of nurturing support and fierce accountability to witness your growth. Each one of our challenges and our struggles are there for us to grow and learn from and expand from. And that's what we're going to do together in this 1111 Unified container. So embody your ascension, 3 steps to New Earth leadership. It starts on Thursday the 9th. Please share it with others too. Tell your friends and family. We'd be so honored to have you. And for those of you who live locally in the North Bay, we actually have a live event that starts Saturday afternoon. So when the virtual event occurs, we're going to be having a watch party here at Joy Oasis Retreat Center. And then we'll go into our live experience Saturday night as well. So Scott, thank you. It's been a privilege and an honor to be here. I hope to come back and do this again with you soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll do it from Egypt together next year for sure.
Oh, I would love that, right? Yes. be at the 1111 portal right there at the Temple of Isis on 11/11/2024.
That grabbed my attention.
Yeah, plant the
Very.
seed right now.
And, you know, and I want to acknowledge that a lot of you guests that are going to be on next weekend that weren't on tonight's show are people that we love. I see you've got, of course, Tangela,
Yeah.
whose birthday it is this weekend, and she's having an all-weekend celebration in Sedona. And Neil Gar, Shine and Crystal, so many of the people that we love that have been on this show many, many times. So it's going to be a really wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you again so much. Thank you.
It's been a privilege. Everyone have a beautiful evening.
I'm going to stop the recording for this show and